haven't always been someone who plans my style ahead or makes a mood board of the coming season or something like that. Actually, I thought it was quite stupid and dorky to do that. But after I started sewing, I've spent way much more time on Pinterest creating mood boards to find inspiration of sewing projects. But also I found that it's helpful when it comes to like collect my mind and see what I actually like, what I feel inspired by, and what I already have in my wardrobe and how to style it. So I've actually felt it quite helpful to make a mood board. And today we're gonna look at what I wanna wear and what I'm gonna make this coming fall. Little did you know, but I have actually prepared a mood board on Pinterest. The link will be below if you wanna follow me on Pinterest or find inspiration from my mood board. So I'm gonna start recording my screen so we can look at this together. If you've been here for a while, you saw me do this a few months ago when I kind of decluttered and redid my wardrobe. And this will be like a continuation of that, but for fall. We're now it's actually September 1st today, so we're already in September. Today it was super hot here in Copenhagen. So yeah, I think the pieces that I have collected here in my mood board are more like fall styles and things that are warmer, because I'm imagining we will be having cooler temperatures soon, at least I hope. If not, climate change will fuck. Okay, so let me show you. The first style is actually, it's from Matilda Järf Avenue, and she's like one of the youngest, richest person in Sweden. And I don't really understand why she is that popular, but also I'm not her target group. I'm a bit too old, I'm 34, and I think her target group is like 24. But I like this effortless look, and I like combining the shiny and silky pants with an oversized shirt. I assume I'm not gonna be wearing white silk pants this fall because I bike and it's gonna be muddy and wet and cold, but I wanted to pin this photo because I wanted to keep that in mind, like that inspiration, and maybe go for a silky trouser but in like a brown, chocolatey brown color, or maybe like charcoaly black or dark gray color. I think that would be nice, and then match it with a sweater, maybe a chunky sweater that is kind of in the same tone, or that is a little lighter or a little darker. I think that would look nice. So also I wanted to show you how easy it is to achieve this style that is so popular. This is basically just an oversized shirt, which you can find if you live with a male person and maybe they have it in their wardrobe. You can borrow your brother's or your dad's maybe, or go secondhand. And then these pajamas like silk pants are very easy to make. Maybe I'll show you in a video. Let me know if that's interesting to you. And let's continue. So I also have pinned Zoe Kravitz. I think she looks so good. I love her style. She's very petite, and I guess that also helps when she buys coats, because she has a lot of very long coats, and if you're very short, that is obviously easier to find. And I was inspired by another photo of Zoe Kravitz in the video that I made this spring, and I made an oversized, quite big checkered coat. And I think should I show it to you? Maybe I'll insert a photo or something. And I made this, and it was done like right before summer, or actually like when it was already a little too hot to wear it. So I haven't worn it, but I spent like a month making it, and I'm so excited to finally start wearing that. So sometimes I think the translation wasn't the best, so it was a little tricky, but the patterns are so good. The patterns are very modern and she has so many different styles. Her name is Vicky Sews if you want to check her patterns out. I bought them on Etsy. Sometimes she has a discount, but they come quite cheap, and I recommend really looking at the measurements, because I find them to be like a little different. One of the things that I kept pinning over and over and that I don't have in my wardrobe are like big loose suit pants, specifically like pleated ones. I want to look like I'm wearing a cool suit that is super chill, and you know, I was looking at some styles that are high-waisted that you wear like higher up and then gives you this really like long legs, but I also saw this style that is like lower on the waist or maybe sits on the hip, and that are like where they just fall over your shoe. I think these are super cute as well, and I really like the color of this one. Do you spend a lot of time thinking about colors and the colors that you wear? I went to a color analyst with Love. It was his birthday gift. And after that, I started thinking way more about my skin tone and whether it's cool or warm. I think it's warm. And whether I should wear more warmer colors and what kind of colors and what tones and so on. This is not something that I have researched or really cared about. I've just like worn colors that I think look nice. But now I'm like, do I want a cool gray or do I want a warm gray, you know? So there are versions of every color, and sometimes they make you look better and sometimes they make you look, or your skin tone look more dull, I guess. Has anyone done a color analysis? I would love to know what color palette you have, if you're a warm summer or a cool summer, or anyways, I don't know all the names of the palettes, but it would be fun to know. What do you think I am? I don't know. Okay, so a lot of these suit pants, I think these are super nice as well. They are just like a little cropped. They look quite tailored and high-waisted. Looks sharp, the comment says, and I agree, it looks very sharp. And I like the pleats. This style is also very nice. And this one is styled with a belt, and belts is something that I never use, but I wish I did, because I think it's an easy way to make a look like more refined, I guess the word is. It looks like you spent a little bit more time on your look, and belts are also quite easy to find secondhand, so I'm thinking I'm gonna buy a belt and try to find a pattern for the perfect pant, or maybe make a few versions. I have one pattern in mind from a sewing magazine that I will be doing shortly, because I think maybe it will work. I recently found this Italian brand called Nomasei on Instagram, and I went through their website and fell in love with everything. I think their shoes are so nice, and I know leather can be like sensitive for some people to wear. I know that many vegans don't like to wear leather. I eat plant-based, but I do wear leather, and if I'm gonna buy something new in leather, I want it to be something that I can wear for a very, very long time. And I remember the last time I bought something newly produced in leather, I felt so bad, and I wasn't even eating plant-based back then. This was like 8 years ago or something, and I felt so bad. I was like, oh man, I felt so guilty, but I've been wearing those shoes for so many years, so now I feel like, okay, probably they wouldn't have lasted me that long if they weren't in leather. And I'm not a big fan of plastic materials, because I think those are worse for the environment. But yeah, I know this is a very debated topic, but I just wanted to show you this style because I think like a shorter boot is super nice with a little heel and in this 60s style, and also this like higher boots that go up above your knee. Very nice. Oh yeah, this is the sweater from Fub Woman or FUB. I don't know how they pronounce it, but they have so much nice stuff. And this brown sweater, do I have it here? I was wearing it earlier today and then the sunshine came out, so I was sweating. But this one, I just received it as a PR package and it's so warm and so cozy. I'm gonna be wearing this a lot, that's for sure. I also started like searching photos of Jane Birkin, and I love this style. It's a corduroy suit where they are matching, and then they both have striped shirts underneath, and they have like a little scarf or a tie underneath that is in the same fabric. I showed this to my husband and I was like, this is our look. I also feel that Serge Gainsbourg is wearing, he has almost the same style as me, and that I've also cut on my husband. I have one of these feather razor hair cutting things, like a razor that you use to cut hair. And it's quite cool to be able to cut your own hair. This is something I've done for the last year, and this is the style that I go for. Speaking of hair, let me show you a few photos, because I've been thinking about if I want to grow it out, like grow this part out and make a little, it says that it's a mullet, but it looks like a mullet slash a bob to me. A mullet is more what I'm wearing, but I've also thought that maybe, like, do I want to cut this part off and just have a little 60s, 70s like mod pixie? Or do I want to grow everything out and cut it in a bob? Or do I want to have like a shorter bangs? I don't know what to do with my hair, but I feel I would like a little change. So here's another look, and I think also for my spring mood board, this was something that I kept coming back to. Like, when you look at styles, don't feel that you only need to be inspired by other women if you're a woman. Like, break those gender rules, be inspired however you like, find inspiration everywhere. I think that's important. I really applaud that I see more and more like trendy men look at women's fashion, because that's still not super accepted. But I feel we should like look beyond those like made up borders of what is okay and what's not okay to dress like, and just dress the way that you feel cool or happy and whatever in. Like, you dress for yourself, and if you have the chance, if you don't live in a country where you live in a dictatorship and you're not allowed to wear the clothes that you want, like, why would you restrict yourself, you know? I just feel we should like use those privileges in a way that it makes us happy. It's not hurting anyone. If you wanna be a man and wear sandals, do that. I felt very inspired by this knitted polo. Actually, Fub Woman sent me a knitted white, like off-white polo as well. I'm gonna show you a photo here. It's so good. I love it. I can't wait to wear it. I had to get changed because, as I mentioned, sun came out. It just became too hot. And again, the suit pants with some pleats, very nice. Oh yeah, what I also saw previously and that I have actually already made is this like black oversized shirt that has this kind of bowling shirt detailing or color, where it's not like this one is a button up and then I have the color like this, but if you have like this and then it goes in and then it goes out again, that looks like a bowling shirt. I really like that, and I made a shirt like this for myself, and now I just want to pair it with nice pants, like more proper trousers in a suit fabric, and I want to have them in brown and green and black and maybe navy. I've also started questioning navy and blue. I never thought I would like to wear that because I've always felt that it makes me disappear somehow, or that the color is like too close to my hair but not really. But that's also something I've started to think about when I started to think about like warm and cool tones and stuff. So now I'm actually quite intrigued by blue. So these are some of the things that I'm inspired by right now. Oversized still, loose pants, men's polo shirts, 60s boots, a lot of like neutral colors, but also some patterns that are like checkered, and I don't know, just like make you think of tweed and old British men, I guess. Fancy British men. I'm gonna be making pants. I'm gonna be making another coat. I think I wanna make more shirts. I think I wanna wear more shirts. And maybe I'll try to make a t-shirt. I think that is super hard, and it's hard to find like good t-shirt fabric. But maybe that's something I could do in the future. And maybe I'll buy a pair of shoes. But I would probably need to save up some money for that because it can be expensive to buy shoes. Thank you for watching. If you like me and want to see more diversity on the YouTube platform, subscribe to my channel. And the mood board is in the description if you want to check it out.